Today we are going to discuss a topic on brief account of housing, water supply, sewage and refuse disposal. Now we have introduction. Housing, water supply, sewage and refuse disposal are all important aspects of public health. These are the basic necessities of healthy living and are interrelated with each other. Starting from housing, which is the most important requirement of a person's living, good quality drinking water and sanitation plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Regular surveys of local health conditions, supervision of water supplies and waste disposal are all basic necessities of public health care. A safe, reliable, affordable and easily accessible water supply is essential for good health. Many diseases can be spread without proper accessories of a healthy living. Various waste materials need to be properly disposed of in order to maintain cleanliness and prevention from different types of diseases. So now, housing. Shelter is the basic human requirement that needs to be met on priority basis. In importance, it is third after food and clothing. There are great link between improvement in housing and increased productivity, health and other measures of well-being. Housing is an important determinant of health and substandard housing is a major public health issue. It is important for many aspects of healthy living and well-being. The demand for housing increases due to growth of population, rapid pace of industrialization and urbanization. Public health has long been involved in housing issues. Thus, the importance of housing was universally accepted from the dawn of history. Even the Neolithic man who lived between 10,000 and 2000 BC built durable habitation like pit dwellings, lake dwellings and beehive huts. However, its function increased manifold over the years. Primitive man sought some kind of protection against wild animal and natural calamities. Housing protection is also sought against enemies as well. With the development of knowledge and advancement of civilization, people became particular about sanitation, environment, privacy and location of house, etc. Man became more conscious of better facilities which make his life easy and very comfortable. With the invention of electricity and other facilities, the development of housing became more important. Man began to bring electricity, toilet, bath and wash basin, etc. within the wall of his house. House became useful in various ways. A house is the place where one can take rest, stay and cook food. A house can also be used partly as a shop, workplace or a place for business and any other types of activities. Therefore, it is clearly indicates the fact that a house is a part and parcel of a man's life. So now we have housing and health. The relationship between housing and health is multifaceted. A healthy home needs to have sound structure, to be free of hazards, to provide adequate facilities for sleeping, personal hygiene, the preparation and storage of food, to be an environment for comfortable relaxation, and to provide the facility for exchange with friends, family and others. The quality of the home has a substantial impact on health. A warm, dry and secure home is associated with better health. Poor housing is associated with increased risks of cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases, depression and anxiety. Housing-related hazards such as damp, mold, excess coal and structural defects increase the risk of illness and also the risk of an accident. Damp houses provide a nurturing environment for mites, roaches, respiratory viruses and molds, all of which play a role in respiratory disease pathogenesis. Cold homes are linked with increased risks of cardiovascular, respiratory and rheumatoid diseases, as well as hypothermia and poorer mental health. All dirty carpeting, often found in substandard housing, is an important reservoir for dust, allergens and toxic chemicals. The elderly are particularly at risk of health problems relating to accident and excess coal in the home. Then we have water supply. A safe, reliable, affordable and easily accessible water supply is essential for good health. It has been estimated that a minimum 7.5 liters of water per person per day is required in the home for drinking, preparing food and personal hygiene. Water supply is the provision of water by public utilities, commercial organizations, community endeavors or by individuals, usually via a system of pumps and pipes. Water supply system get water from a variety of locations after appropriate treatment, including groundwater, surface water and the sea through desalination. The water treatment step include in most cases purification, disinfection through chlorination and sometimes fluoridation. Treated water then either flows by gravity or is pumped to reservoirs which can be elevated such as water towers or on the ground. Related to the efficiency of drinking water distribution, see non-revenue water. Once water is used, wastewater is typically discharged in a sewer system and treated in a sewage treatment plant before being discharged into a river, lake or the sea or reused for landscaping, irrigation or industrial use. Continuity of water supply is taken for granted in most developed countries but is a severe problem in many developing countries where sometimes water is only provided for a few hours every day or a few days a week. It is estimated that about half of the population of developing countries receives water on an intermittent basis. So now we have water supply and health. Inadequacies in water supply affect health adversely both directly and indirectly. Inadequate water supply also prevents good sanitation and hygiene. A poor water supply impacts health by causing acute infectious diarrhea and non-diarrheal disease which can arise from arsenic and fluoride content. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the biggest water pollutants are dirt, to which heavy metals and chemical emissions attach, bacteria from septic system and agricultural operations, and nutrients from fertilizers and animal waste. Heavy metals leach from chemical factories, industrial dump site, mining operation, and poisonous emissions have been known to increase the risk of cancer, slow development, and lead to birth defects or reproductive health problems. Toxic waste in our water also increases cancer risks and threaten fertility if consumed regularly. Disinfectant and organic contaminants such as fecal, coliform, and E. coli in water may cause stomach discomfort or liver and kidney problems, leading to sickness and disease. The World Health Organization estimates that there are over 250 million worldwide cases of illnesses related to polluted groundwater annually, such as cholera, typhoid, and dysentery in most in the developing nations. Pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides polluting waterways may affect human health, causing liver damage, nervous system deterioration, reproductive, endocrine, and immune system damage, as noted in a report published by the University of New Mexico's Water Resources Program. Mercury in water is known to damage the central nervous system in adults and create neurological disorder in babies and children exposed to high levels. After this, we have sewage. Sewage is the term used for wastewater that often contains feces, urine, and laundry waste. Waste products of a society had been collected, carried, and disposed manually to a safe point of disposal by the sweepers since time immemorial. This primitive method of collecting and disposing of waste has now been modernized and replaced by a system in which these wastes are mixed with sufficient quantity of water and carried through closed conduit under the conditions of gravity flow. This mixture is called sewage. This autonomically flows up to a place from where it is disposed after giving it a suitable treatment, thus avoiding the carriers of waste. The treated sewage effluents may be disposed of either in a running body of water such as stream or may be used for irrigating crops. When untreated sewage is discharged into some river streams, floating solid present in the discharged sewage may be washed up onto the shore near the point of disposal, where they decompose and create foul smell and bad odor. The large amount of organic matter present in the discharged sewage will also consume the dissolved oxygen from the river stream in getting oxidized and may seriously decrease the dissolved oxygen, killing fish and other undesirable effects. The extent and type of treatment required depends upon the character and quality of both sewage and source of disposal. Now we have characteristics of sewage. The quality of sewage can be checked and analyzed by studying and testing it physical, chemical, and bacteriological characteristics. Physical examination of sewage is carried out in order to determine its physical characteristics. These includes tests for determining turbidity, color, odor, and temperature. Tests conducted for determining the chemical characteristics of sewage help in indicating the stage of sewage decomposition, its strength and extent, and type of treatment required for making it safe to the point of disposal. Chemical analysis is therefore carried out to determine its chemical characteristics such as total solid, pH value, chloride content, nitrogen content, dissolved oxygen, biochemical oxygen demand, and chemical oxygen demand. So now we have refuse disposal. Refuse is a general term applied to solid and semi-solid waste material other than human excreta. Refuse disposal is the act of disposing the rubbish and waste. Refuse disposal system is a technique for the collection, treatment, and disposal of solid waste of a community. The development and operation of this system is often called solid waste management. House refuse consists of ashes, the remains of food of both animal and vegetable, of wastewater from sink and bath. Refuse food should be for the most part burnt so that the solid house refuse should consist of ashes. The old-fashioned brick dustbin has now been very advantageously replaced by a movable galvanized iron receptacle with a well-fitting lid which has a useful quality, being easily emptied and clean. It should be emptied often with not less than twice a week in the summer and once in winter. Then now we have types of refuse. There are two types of refuse. They are solid refuse and semi-solid refuse. In solid refuse, they are rubbish, garbage, stable manure, street sweepings, ashes, dead animals, and yard cuttings. Likewise, in the semi-solid also, we have industrial and factory waste, radioactive waste from nuclear plants. We have conclusion. Housing, water supply, sewage, and refuse disposal all are important aspects of public health. These are the basic necessities of a healthy living and interrelated with each other. Shelter is the basic human requirement that needs to be met on priority basis. In importance, it is third after food and clothing. A safe, reliable, affordable, and easily accessible water supply is essential for good health. Water supply is the provision of water by public utilities, commercial organizations, community endeavors, or by individuals, usually via a system of pumps and pipes. Sewage is the term used for wastewater that often contains feces, urine, and laundry waste. Refuse is a general term applied to solid and semi-solid waste material other than human excreta. Refuse disposal system is a technique for the collection, treatment, and disposal of solid waste of a community.